Okay, we're live. 2 minutes late. I do apologize. I am around the corner. Don't you worry. We're here for the 7th day in a row live on GBFC. What's going on, everyone? Hope everyone's doing good. We have got some stuff to go through today, and it's mad stuff happening right now. Because Chelsea Football Club are selling João Félix to Al-Nasar in Saudi Arabia for 50 million euros plus. Unfortunately, mate, it's not 30 million. It is very much 50. You might want to believe it's 30, but it's not. It's the dog is video bombing for sure. It's 30 million fixed fee, and then add-ons take it to almost 55 million. So, you know, you can call it 30 mil. That's what a lot of people say. That's the kind of thing Liverpool do, you know? It's like we're buying Ekatike for 60 million, but we won't mention the 35 million in add-ons. And this is exactly the same here for Chelsea. So we are absolutely crushing it with that one. But anyway, hope you guys are doing good. Hope you've all had a magnificent Sunday. Hope you're all doing well. Obviously, this time yesterday, we were live again. And we were closing in on 350, not 150, 350, blimey. I need a sip of the coffee. And we have hit that now, which is magnificent. Okay, we've also seen Fabrizio Romano do this, which usually means there is something imminent, because if he's reposting stuff about Javi Simons from July 26, which is yesterday, then I think it means that there is going to be a new announcement regarding Simons soon if he's put it towards the top of his feed. Understand Chelsea and Leipzig are now in advanced talks for Xavi Simons, negotiations club to club progressing well. I don't know why I can't speak properly this morning. Xavi keen on Chelsea project with personal terms, also advanced. I feel like it could be the one. I think like it's going to come. It's going to arrive. Thank you for the congratulations, guys. Appreciate it. And also, thank you to... who was it? Jason Kriska. Thank you, Jason, for joining the GBFC members. Appreciate the support, mate. There's going to be a lot of streams this year. I'm going to be incorporating a lot more live streams into the schedule. We're going to be doing, hopefully, a few more live podcasts, potentially. I want to just... basically, there's going to be a lot more streams. So, thank you for joining. Can I also discuss Strasbourg sometimes, as they are our affiliate club? I do talk about Strasbourg quite often, and I have to because we send our players there. And there's also, when Strasbourg make a signing, it's always a good idea to look at that signing and think, will they end up at Chelsea? Could they end up at Chelsea? Good morning, Ryan. Good morning to all of you. Bright Nazala, good morning. 24 times of pizza, good morning. Happy Sunday, Destiny. Happy Sunday to you too. Afternoon, Big Cheese. Okay. What's the dog's name? The dog's name is Ollie. He's not my dog. We're looking after the dog. Good afternoon. Hello, everybody. I feel like today could be the day, you know. I know I said that yesterday. But. There's over 1,000 viewers already inside 5 minutes. This is mad. Blessed Sunday, everybody. Big day for CFC. I think so. I think today could be a big one. And we also need to discuss this. For those of you that just joined that missed the start. João Félix is going to Al-Nasar. You can see it in the title. Al-Nasar in advanced talks to sign Félix and hijack Benfica's move. Understand Al-Nasar have sent permanent deal proposal. I can't read today. To Chelsea and contract proposal to João. The agreement is close as final details are set to be discussed in the next 24 to 48 hours. Luis Diaz is closing in on a move to Bayern Munich as well, which is great news for Chelsea because A, he won't be in the Premier League, and B, it also means that we probably get a more free hit at Javi Simons. Here's the value of the deal 2 hours ago. Exclusive. Al-Nasar agreed deal to sign Felix from Chelsea. Here we go. Player authorised to fly for medical and join Al-Nasar. Initial transfer fee worth 30 million euros, which is 25 million pounds. Add-ons and heavy sell-on clause to meet Chelsea 50 million valuation in future. So Chelsea will get over 40 million pounds for João Félix and a sell-on clause, which is crazy. Or maybe it's 30 million, the add-ons, and then the sell-on clause will then take it to 50 million. I don't know. But either way, Chelsea on the books will make their money back at least on João Félix. So that is absolutely insane. I've just seen the first super chat of the day come in from Starbug Smeg. Big up GBFC and big up Newbury Town. Thank you, mate. Appreciate the donation. Shout out to all of you. Congrats on 350. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. What does it mean when the bosses are involved? Well, that basically means that the Chelsea owners are the ones doing the negotiations. And it does make sense because Bedad Egbali so far has been pretty aggressive when it comes to getting deals over the line when he personally gets involved. And you remember I keep mentioning the name Ali Barrett to you guys. So Ali Barrett will be working on this deal also. And he has a very good personal relationship with Chelsea owner Bedad Egbali. So that's all good. 2 hour stream, please, George. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We're, 3 o'clock in the afternoon now? Sunday afternoon. Yeah, why not? We'll see where we go. Georgie is, we just walked the dog together, hence why my hair's wet and I'm a little bit wet. But she's also gone to get me a chocolate croissant. She's going to be working behind me, making me some breakfast. I say working. I shouldn't have said that. She's going to be working on making me some breakfast. It's not her full-time job to feed me. Although she does work in food, so kind of. So technically, you know. Tennis yesterday was good, actually. We played very well. What happened to Yoral Hato? It's a good question. We've not heard anything about it for 2 days. 2 days. What would be my starting 11 Premier League match day 1? Well, we could potentially go through that in today's stream. Ever going to bring back Herder of Buffalo? No. No, that was parked. I tried to bring it back. I was going to bring it back by doing vlogs on that channel, but nah, the channel's dead. But it's okay, because it was very much alive at one point. But I'll tell you what, GBFC ain't dead, man. GBFC is very much alive. George, let's say that we finish the deals for Hato and Simons. Do I think that will be the end for incomings, or do I think we will get some more players in? I still think there's 1 or 2 more signings that could come in. I just don't know what positions they'll be. I still think a goalkeeper could be necessary. Talk about the idea of Donnarumma. We'll talk about Donnarumma. Does it mean Donnarumma is leaving? I think PSG are preparing for Donnarumma leaving the club. Because he's not signing a new deal. They have just spent an absolute fortune on Chevalier, who is another very highly sought-after goalkeeper. Was probably up there in the top 3 keepers in the French league last year. And this is the latest on that, which could have a ripple effect with Donnarumma. PSG have agreed personal terms with Lucas Chevalier. I think I'm not sure of the pronunciation of that, but whatever. Talks ongoing with Lille as request starts from 40 million euros, as L'Equipe reported. PSG start moving as they still cannot agree new deal with Gigio Donnarumma. So maybe Chelsea do go in for Donnarumma. Although I don't think he's that good with his feet. I think we'd have a few calamities with him. Although an unbelievable shot stopper, don't get me wrong. Like, Donnarumma would be an amazing Chelsea signing. Have I spoke about Jesse Derry? Mate, We got 2 videos a day on GBFC and a live stream every day and short content. Of course we have, mate. He's on the thumbnail of a video from 2 days ago. How can we afford his wages? Well, that is the sticking point. The sticking point is we're probably not going to pay him his wages. Am I going to watch the Lionesses this afternoon? I was planning to. What time is it? Is it in the evening? To stay in 3 hours. In that case, yeah, I will probably watch it. Because it's pouring with rain today, so there's no going outside for me. So it's soaking out there. I've already been out for a walk because the dog needed a walk, but Peter Alexander. Donna and Garnacho will be coming, Sanchez will be sold, and George will go on loan. Interesting. Good prediction. Don't know if I like it, but I think Tyreek George should go on loan. Whatever happens in the transfer window, we are still world champions. You could not be any more correct if you tried, mate. Do I think we should go back in for Big Mike? Yeah, absolutely. I think Chelsea should definitely at least test the waters again. But it depends. Like, I've said this on so many videos recently, and I guess the fact that I still have to keep caveating everything I say about Sanchez means that still I'm not convinced. I'm still not fully convinced that he's going to win me a Premier League. Do I expect a new centre-back? No, to be honest, I think we're going to be good. I think if we sign Hato, who can also play at centre-back, then I think him and Colwell will be the left centre-backs. And then we've got Fofana, Tosin, and Chalobah for right centre-back, which I'm more than happy with those guys. Diaz to Bayern. Yep, that's happening. Yeah, 350 grand a week for Donnarumma is highly unlikely. Felix going back to Benfica is fake news then. Well, I'd probably, mate. If he's here we go to Saudi, then it doesn't look like he's going to Benfica. Hope we get Hato done soon. To be fair, it's just gone very quiet. Any more updates on Javi Simons? Lots of people are saying that he's agreed a deal, but we've not heard it yet from any real reputable sources. Thank you, Slav, for the... I don't know what the Bulgarian currency is. I don't know what it is, but lots of Chelsea fans in Bulgaria love the content. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Shout out to Bulgaria. Where are we all watching from today? Question we always do. Love to see where you guys are at in life, where you are right now on this fine Sunday, this wet, soggy Sunday in Vermont. I'm in Vermont in USA right now. Going back to the UK this coming week. I'll be in East Sussex for a while. Lebanon, Jamaica, Dortmund, Malaysia, South Africa, Switzerland, India, South Africa, Finland, New York. Dan Lerner, I always see your name in the streams, mate. Appreciate it. Dominic is in rainy Slovakia, Cornwall, New Jersey, USA, Alabama, Iceland for Mikkel, Sussex for CFC Daniels, Dick and Dom. That's a great name. Not sure if you're a big fan of the old show, but Neil Cooks from West Sussex, Indonesia for Gundala, Tobias in Denmark. Oh no, Victor in Denmark. Tobias in Sweden. My bad. There's lots of Sweden, Norway, lots of Scandinavians today. Nice. Ghana, Delaware. Good morning, George. Nadir, my man, how are you? Let me just make you a moderator, mate. I'm not sure if you actually want to be a moderator, but I'm going to make you one anyway. The chat is gone quick. Trinidad and Tobago, Nigeria, everywhere. Singapore, Philly. Shout out to Philly. We were in Philadelphia 3 times, man. That was Philadelphia is an interesting place, bro. Like it's very expensive. I'll say that much for how close you are to New York, but you're not in New York. It's incredibly expensive. Like, probably one of the most expensive cities I've been to here. Like, a pint, right? Not even a pint. A can of beer before the game at the pub down the road was $23. And then it's like, do you want a tip with that as well? I'm like, $23 for a can of beer, mate. A Kona Big Wave for $23. You're already rinsing me. Now you want me to tip? I know it's not his fault, the guy that was serving me, but still. Mate, it does my head in. Can I show... Oh, George Smith, mate. You love a good Twitter screen. Turkey on holiday. Live in the UK. Nice one, mate. Whereabouts in Turkey? I used to go to Torba, which is a small town near Bodrum. But, like, out of the main party town, big hotel area. I used to go to a little villa there each summer with my family. Nice place. Rent is mad over there too. Yeah. Although, to be fair, I've got a secret for America, but I'm not going to tell anyone. It's going to stay a secret. Purely because I actually should sell the information that I have. Bodrum last year, Cardiff, Wales, Kisumu, Kenya. Ian's from Kenya too. What do I think of supporting clubs not where you are from? Because I'm from Leeds but have supported Chelsea since 1996. I think the only thing I care about is that you pick a club and stick with a club. I hate all of this. We are Chelsea fan now, and then next year, because Man City signed Haaland, we're going to support Man City because we like Haaland. I like certain players. Like, for example, this is a great explanation, I think, to understand where I sit on this. So I followed Viktor Gyökeres on Instagram. Now he's gone and signed for Arsenal. I don't like him enough to not unfollow him. So I've unfollowed Gyökeres, but I still follow Haaland because I like Erling Haaland as a footballer. And the fact he plays for Man City, I can look beyond that. Whereas, obviously, I'm not going to follow any other football club than Chelsea. Although I followed Bali United, and I think I followed Buriram United from Thailand because those guys, shout out to them. And Seattle Sounders I like in the MLS because they looked after me when I came out here. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? Like, Erling Haaland is just he's a phenomenal footballer, but he's also a character. He's also somebody that you can look at and be like, yeah, this guy is a big beaconhead for the sport of football right now. On behalf of all Chelsea fans from Uganda, says Moses Oteba. Florida has nice beaches. I was in Florida for 3 weeks, or nearly a month, actually. For the majority of the Club World Cup, I was based in Florida. Botswana fans saying hello to GBFC. I'm actually... Well, no, I'm not going to say it. It's also another secret. Sometimes I get too carried away. I want to just, like, say all of these cool plans that I've got and whatnot. Bro, $23 for a beer. There isn't anyone in the world that can give me a justification as to why that should exist. And it wasn't like it was import. It's not like I went and got like a premium draft lager from Japan. This is a American beer made in the US. Kona Big Wave is an American beer. It's not like they've had to pay import tax on this shit. You know? It's a joke, mate. And it was only because it was Club World Cup match day. So you bet next year for the World Cup, the prices of everything, honestly. Sorry. We need a bigger stadium. We do need a bigger stadium. There is tons of Chelsea fans worldwide right now. Bless you. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate you. Thank you, Colin. So are we going to get a Here We Go today for Yorel Hato or Javi Simons? What do you guys think? Let me do a poll. Let's see what you guys are saying. Do we get a Chelsea signing today? What do you guys think? Be honest. Be honest in the poll. Don't say what you want. Say what you think's going to happen. Say what you think is happening. Do we get a Chelsea signing today? 50-50 right now. 43-57 in favour of no. Make sure you guys are voting. Yes for Xavi. Tomorrow for Hato. Bro, imagine. What a start to the week that would be. An amazing ending to the week. It's 2 weeks today since we became champions of the world. Imagine also if Javi Simons or Yoral Hatta or any new signing for that matter just put out a post like, I'm signing for the world champions. Like, it would hit so hard, you have no idea. I love all of that stuff, you know, like the revisionism on the Eden Hazard announcing himself. Like, I love it. Don't see it anymore, but it would be absolutely class. Hello. Hello, Sheesh. Hey, from Nashville. Glad to see Chelsea still doing bits in the market. Have I enjoyed the States? Thank you for the $5, mate. Yeah, I've massively enjoyed it. We were literally, Georgie and I, talking this morning about how great of a trip this has been. Just for the amount of different places we've been, for the places we've stayed, let alone the fact that Chelsea won the whole flipping tournament too. Like, it's been an unbelievable trip. Did I see that Esteval put out a post? No, it's not him, bro. Like, if it was actually him, like, that would be going viral, don't worry. Arsenal beating Newcastle 3-2 right now. Felix done. Felix is done, I think. Yeah, one sec, guys. Hello, darling. You okay? Oh, she's bought me a chocolate croissant. Yeah.
So you don't dip it, you can't dip it.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry. No, it's okay. I don't like hot milk. Thank you. Xavi Simons agrees Chelsea move. No, we haven't got that yet. How many minutes do I think Esteval gets in the start of the season? See, this is the thing, right? It's got to be, he's got to get some minutes, because it can't be a case of we bring him in, we're like, yeah, you're in the squad, and then we keep bottling, giving him minutes. But I just don't think we're going to have anything to worry about. And that's why I was, well, I haven't actually made the video yet, but I'm going to be making a video soon about him, because everyone is getting carried away with all the players that we're still trying to buy and forgetting that he's also coming. And he scored against us in a quarter-final of a World Cup. Like, deep that for a minute. Frank says, greetings to your wife. Georgie says hi. Shall I show you the croissant? All right, we'll get it out. Here we go, Fabrizio for Joao. Yep, we've been through it. Let's get it back up again. It's actually crazy. I can't believe we managed to get this deal done. I thought João Félix was going to be a big problem, or at least a big loss for Chelsea. Oh, it's hot. Look at this. Unreal. Thanks, G. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, my word. No, go for it. Oh, mate. This chocolate croissant is unreal. Rainy Sunday vibe for real. Oh, I'm in seventh heaven right now for real. This is such a, you know, like a chocolate croissant that's not quite chocolatey enough. So it may as well just be a croissant. This pain au chocolat is like oozing with chocolate inside. Thanks goes to Ronaldo on the Felix situation. I mean, I'm sure he said something. But I also think, I'm not sure. I might be wrong here. But I also have a funny feeling that money might have something to do with it too. Could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that João Félix is not going to be on a low salary. Let's put it that way. Do I think Josh Achampong should go on loan to Bournemouth? I spoke about this in a video yesterday. It's a tough one for him because Reece James's injury record makes it a risk for Chelsea to try and send him on loan. But Reece James is also fit right now and looks fitter than he's been in a long time. So to anticipate a Reece James injury is not only a horrible thing to do, but it also might not happen again. We might actually be out of the woods with Reece James's injuries. And if that's the case, knowing how much Malo Gusto is loved by Maresca, and as we saw in the final, and in the Club World Cup in general, really, Malo Gusto is a very interesting player for Chelsea to have, to get that right side attacking, to allow Palmer that free space and whatnot. So, yeah. Achampong's minutes could be tough. But then I also don't expect Wesley Fofana to stay fit. Ollie. Reece looks like a machine these days, and long may it continue. He does. But then we also have to say, it's not the Reece James that we got used to. It's not the Reece James that bombs forward and attacks. But I do like this version of Reece James too. He's a brilliant scanner of the pitch. Why are you spamming? The figures are wrong here. Ben Jacobs clarified it's 48 GBP. Well, I mean, at the moment, everyone's kind of clutching at straws a little bit to see what that price is. But I think, long story short, basically, the price for João Félix is incredibly favourable for Chelsea. It is very, very favourable. Guys, please don't spam. Like, I literally spend the whole time reading you guys' messages in the chat. There's no need to spam. Do I think Reece will play inverted for most of the season? Well, this is another thing, isn't it? Because I think Reece was playing inverted specifically, not just for his own protection, and he's also very good at it, but I think it's also because Lavia is not available. And I think when Lavia is fit, Lavia is absolutely loved internally at Chelsea Football Club. A lot of people think that Lavia, if he can stay fit, will absolutely be a starter every week. Ollie, you're not allowed chocolate, mate. You're a dog. Bongo, you just hit the nail on the head there. Front four of Palmer, Simons, Neto and Pedro with Gittins, Esteval and Delap as competition is crazy good. I know people are excited about Liverpool, but Chelsea are not far away. Honestly, if Chelsea fans are not excited about Chelsea's attacking lineup next season, then I don't think they're Chelsea fans anymore. It's as simple as that. You cannot look at the depth that we have with the potential here of adding even more players into that and think, nah, Chelsea aren't very good. I think we've invested really poorly here. Like, we just haven't, mate. But anyway, it's 3:30 p.m. and the England women's are playing today in the final against Spain. I think it's against Spain. And there's nearly 2,000 people watching me on a flipping transfer news stream on a Sunday. Love it. Benson, is there anything on us selling Axel Disasi yet? No, there isn't. But let's just enjoy one of our players leaving for a very good fee first, because this, I'm going to put it up on the screen again, this is amazing business for Chelsea. Ben Jacobs is also reporting that it could be closer to 55 million. So, I mean, that actually does align here with what Fabrizio is saying, because the add-ons and heavy sell-on clause to meet Chelsea's 50 million valuation doesn't mean that it stops at Chelsea's 50 million valuation. Ben Jacobs is saying that it could be up to 48 million pounds, which is about 55 million euros, which is Like, no wonder rival fans are freaking out about this because, I mean, I don't know objectively how we've managed to do this, but we have. What are you making? She's making me pancakes now. I promise you, I do things for her too sometimes. But you guys just see it when it's the other way around because you only see when I'm streaming. So it does look like I'm just constantly being waited on hand and foot, which is kind of true. I guess so. I've not had pancakes once since I've been in the US. I'll be honest, I don't really like pancakes that much. South Africa. Okay, any South Africans in the chat? Georgie grew up there. She says that it's a South African tradition whenever it rains to make pancakes. Is that true? I've asked. I do believe you. That's cute. All right, Ben Jacobs tweeted, did he? All right, let's have a look then. It was an hour ago, but this is the latest from Ben Jacobs. Chelsea advancing talks with Javi Simons. Terms now broadly in place. Club-to-club talks ongoing. Chelsea expected to place a first formal offer soon after verbal discussions over numbers. Talks described as positive. Arsenal and Bayern monitoring situation, but no bids yet. Now, obviously, for this deal, we know that there have been owner-to-owner discussions about the price. And I think Leipzig have been pretty clear and solid on their price of £60 million for Simons. Chelsea haven't been submitting bids because why would you go and submit a bid if you know it's going to be rejected? So the fact that it's the ownership putting all of these conversations together with each other probably means that Chelsea will submit the bid. It will get accepted because we're not going to waste their time after however long conversations. Gets accepted. Simons is a Chelsea player. Everyone's a winner. David says we're stalling. Have you had a bad Sunday morning? Do you need another coffee? I don't think we're stalling. I think we are literally just going through the ropes, going through the process of signing a footballer for a big fee. Do we get a Chelsea signing today? That is the question. And I'm going to quickly check the answer to the poll. 52% of you are saying yes. 48% of you are saying no. Make sure you get involved. Make sure you're also subscribed to GBFC. If you're watching right now and you're not subscribed, there are 2 videos a day going out every day. I'm live streaming every day and short form content as well. Fabrizio reposted his Javi Simons post. He did, which usually means that is going to be something that we can see developing quickly. Also, have you lot seen this? Because I think this is absolute nonsense. The attendance for Man United's 2-1 win over West Ham at the MetLife Stadium was 82,566. It's the biggest crowd for a football match in the US this year, beating the Club World Cup final. And I also saw that there was a lot of empty seats before kickoff. So I don't know if this number is true, because I can confirm factually, because I was there, that the stadium, MetLife Stadium, was absolutely full to the brim when Chelsea beat Paris Saint-Germain to win the trophy of the Club World Cup. So this friendly between Man United and West Ham, did anyone go? Can anyone confirm to me that the stadium was actually full? Fair play. Man United are a massive club. They are the biggest club in England. There's a difference between the biggest and the best, but they are the biggest club in England. I won't deny that. But part of me is struggling to believe that it was that full. Okay, thank you. The rain and pancake story is crazy, someone says. Does that mean crazy and it's not true? Imagine a triple, here we go. Hatto, Simons, and Mike Maignan. Imagine. It wasn't full. Yeah, that's what I thought. I've seen some photos. I'm like, that is not a full stadium and certainly isn't more full than what it was for the Club World Cup final, because that was full. Like, I know what a full stadium looks like, especially when you're in it. Sorry about that noise. Georgie's just blending the pancakes for me right now. PR move from Manchester United. Yeah, that would not surprise me whatsoever. Sorry about the noise. Sorry about the noise. Mevolution, the main man, is back again with another super chat. If we don't get new goalkeeper, hopefully with the... why is it cut off? If we don't get new goalkeeper, hopefully with the amount of attacking depth, we can always outscore the opposition if Sanchez continues making blunders. Thank you for the super chat, mate. I mean, obviously we're hoping that Rob Sanchez can be... Is that the blending done? Yes. Nice, thank you. Yeah, of course. Almost 2,000 in the stream. I know, this is mad. For a non-watch-along, like, we're obviously going to do watch-alongs again for the friendlies. I'm not going to go to the friendlies, guys. I think I'm going to try and go to the Crystal Palace game. I won't be vlogging it. I'll be enjoying it if I do go, for sure. But I'm also hopefully going to stay close to the stadium so I can do 6 things straight after the game. But yeah, for the watch-alongs, for the flipping friendlies, that's going to be mega. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. We've got nearly 2,000 of you in here right now. And it is a good old Sunday afternoon stream. And we are just reading about this absolute nonsense. Like, this is 100% Man United PR. I mean, they've decided to take a photo like this, where it does look full in the front row. But show us the full stadium then, ESPN. Come on. I don't believe you for one bloody second. I'll tell you what, though. It is quite sad about João Félix. I'll say this. Because I genuinely think he really, really wanted his time at Chelsea to work. But I also think there are certain footballers that are just looked at way better than they actually are. And I think with Felix, it's very much that. And I made a video about him about 4 months ago, 5 months ago. And I don't think that video has ever been more relevant. So go just check it out on the channel, just if you want to watch it. It was a good video, actually. I actually spent quite a lot of time on that one. And I'm talking about how everywhere he goes, there's a big hype around him. He's a footballer. He's the quintessential modern-day footballer who has as much of an off-pitch profile as he does on it. And clearly, there is a lot of ability there. But no manager during his time at Chelsea, both times at Chelsea, Maresca and before, nobody's been able to get the best out of him. Thank you, Nadir, for the $5. What's your prediction for goal project for João Pedro? I was thinking about this, actually, because I was talking to True Geordie yesterday, who you guys probably know from his YouTube channel, podcast, and whatnot. And I was telling him that if Newcastle sign Nicholas Jackson, I think he'll score them 20 goals, which is obviously similar to that of Alexander Isak. I'm just convinced that Nicholas Jackson playing at Newcastle would absolutely thrive. And I have a problem with that. But I also don't have a problem with Chelsea having Delap and Pedro to share the load of scoring Chelsea's goals. Let alone the fact that we've got Cole Palmer playing behind him, maybe Javi Simons, Pedro, Gittins, Esteval, tons of attacking players. Enzo Fernandez, 26 GA last season, unbelievable footballer. So, I think João Pedro, between 15 and 20 goals. I would love him to score 20 goals. And Liam Delap, I think, between 10 and 15. And I'm talking here about Premier League. Premier League minimums. But again, I don't like... And this is the crazy bit, right? Because when Delap started playing in this Club World Cup, especially against Tunis, for example, he scored that goal and I'm like, yeah, we've got a striker here. And I know the goal isn't like the greatest goal ever, but it was a great finish and great movement, all of that stuff. Praise, praise, praise. Then he gets suspended, and then João Pedro scores 2 goals against his boyhood club in a semi-final of a World Cup, and then scores in a final. All of a sudden, Liam Delap's name isn't on anyone's lips anymore. No one's talking about him anymore. Because João Pedro came in and was just like, bomb, there you go, I'm your guy. So it's a great thing for Chelsea to have the level of competition that we've got, but also the variance in what they both do. Like, picking a Chelsea lineup next season is the previews are going to go up a notch because the amount of jeopardy and I'm going to be literally conflicting myself in every preview because I'm going to be like, oh, but he could play there because of, or he could play there because of this. So who knows, man? And that first friendly against AC Milan, I'm going to say, I keep getting it wrong. I genuinely don't know why it's not sticking in my brain. I think it's AC Milan. That is going to be fun. Esteval is going to play. He has to. How exciting. First 11 for the Prem. We'll do that later. We'll do that in a bit. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. No, not too much. I'm already pretty full. Okay, thank you. Let me get this this tweet up from CFC Pice because this is also fascinating. And I said this in this morning's video. This is mad, okay? And this isn't inflating the fees either. This is all legit, all genuine. Chelsea FC summer sales tracker. Madueke 48 million. Felix 26 million guaranteed fee, which will also increase. Petrovic 25, Humphreys 12, Kepa 5, Matissa Mugu undisclosed fee, Bettinelli unknown fee. Guaranteed amount here 116 million. So Chelsea get all of this stick and heat and flack for how much money we spend. Oh, look at Chelsea trying to buy the league again. And people don't understand how we can do it. We constantly get accused of breaking the rules. We constantly get told that there's going to be an investigation and Chelsea fans should enjoy it now because in 3 years' time when the investigation relegates you, you're all going to be screwed. So explain that to me that's on the screen now. We have literally sold João Félix to Saudi Arabia for more money than Arsenal's biggest, highest ever sale. Chelsea will pocket more money in the end from selling João Félix than Arsenal have ever pocketed from selling a player. So, like, what are you on about? And it just doesn't fit people's agenda, you know? It doesn't fit Jamie Carragher. What's Jamie Carragher going to say about Chelsea's business this summer? It's funny how we didn't hear anything about how good Chelsea were in destroying the best team in the world, PSG. We hear how great PSG are in the route to the final and how amazing they were to win the Champions League final 5-0. Just to remind you, by the way, 2 weeks ago we won the World Cup. We beat PSG, who won the Champions League final 5-0. 5-0. And that happened the night before, or the day I left to come to the US. So I woke up in the morning and I saw the scoreline on my way to the airport to come to America. So I'm like, well, PSG had just won the Champions League, and I had no doubts in my mind that PSG were going to win the World Cup. The excuse is PSG were tired. Well, that excuse is bullshit, mate, because Chelsea also played the same amount of games, because we also played in the European final, and we won it too. So I don't want to hear anybody telling me that, oh, PSG were tired. Shut up. So were Chelsea. We were just better than them. Oh my goodness. Wait, we got to show everybody this. Look at this. I don't know if any streamer in the world gets the level of what can I say service? Can I say that? Is that too much? Is that taking the piss? Look at these. Look at this. W's in the chat for this, man. Levels of love. That's what we're calling it. We're calling it levels of love. This is unreal. Ollie, stop it. Even the dog knows how good this is. Hospitality, mate. Yeah, spot on. You lucky sod. Mate, honestly. Honestly. And it's all homemade too. Like, you heard the blender. It's not like we've ordered this on DoorDash. Okay, let's give it a go.
Nice.
Oh my God.
I've got Vermont maple syrup.
With Vermont maple syrup, fresh from Vermont.
And blueberries from down the road.
Mate, this is just unreal. These blueberries are also literally down the road. Not on the road, but you know what I mean. Oh, they're a bit sour, aren't they? Yeah, very good. Mmm. Whew. Thoughts on the Morgan Gibbs White situation? I'll tell you what, I've not seen a more awkward interview than the Morgan Gibbs White interview. Now that he signed a new deal, let me get this up because I honestly I cringed so hard when I saw it. So he did an interview, and I think it was with the owner. Might be wrong there, but let me get this up so that you guys can see this because it's cooked. I don't think I can find the video, but this is the latest on Morgan Gibbs White, who apparently was going to sign for Tottenham. We got a here we go for it, and then it didn't happen. So breaking, Morgan Gibbs White has signed new deal at Forest until June 2028. Deal off with Tottenham after all agreed, medical booked, and Forest furious with legal action prepared right after Spurs approach. Morgan Gibbs White accepts to stay at Forest this summer. So basically what this means is he's going to play one more season at Nottingham Forest and then he's off again because his deal is going to run out in June 2028. Forest won't let it get down to 1 year because that's when he'll be very cheap. So summer 2026 basically is going to be the summer of the Morgan Gibbs White. Unbelievable. Spurs in the mud again. Their owner is kind of a snake. Bro, he just seems a bit odd, doesn't he? Only Spurs can bottle a release clause. Well, to be honest, they're not having a bad window. And Thomas Frank is a very good manager. I'm disappointed that, what's his face? Ange Postecoglou isn't there. Wonderful woman. She really is. Thanks, G. You're the best. Okay, darling. Yeah, these pancakes are sensational. Yeah, they're so moist. Buckwheat pancakes. So we're still waiting for an update. Bosh. Mad. Ange was so Spursy, suited them to a T. No, that's the thing, mate. He just did. The F1's been rained off. It just seems to be raining everywhere today. It's raining where we are right now as well, and it's been raining non-stop since the moment I woke up at like 6 o'clock. How long am I in the US for? Only until, like 5 days now? And then going to the UK. Hope we get Xavi over the line. I think we will. I think everything has looked positive. It's not like there's been any ups and downs. This is not a roller coaster where we are dipping and diving. This is a little straight line jobby. Whoa, 75 dirham donation from Zyro. 75 dirhams. That is, that's a lot. Thank you, mate. It's like 15, 20 quid, I think. Early congratulations. Chelsea will win 6 trophies in the 25-26 season. We do care about transfers, of course, but as we saw from our club management, we always have plan B and C. The funny part, that every plan better than the other. I mean, I'll be very honest, man. Huge W in the chat for you. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. It's a great donation. I certainly think that I, for one, need to keep saying out loud that the club are doing a great job right now, because it's just as important to praise good decisions, positive decisions, as it is to critique when you don't think things are going well. So even this João Félix thing, like I said in my video this morning, there is an element of it which could be we got away with that one because how the hell have you made that money on Felix? And there's also that element of, well, maybe this was kind of all part of the plan. But I don't think that was part of the plan. Like, I think the Felix signing last summer was very questionable at the time. Obviously, you look at João Félix, you look at him as a luxury player, and you think, this could be good. Like, you never know. He could really blow up again. Hence why he was a £100 million plus player or whatever he was. Big Matisse is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Saudi, show me the money for Raheem next. Mate, if we can somehow manage to squeeze 305 million for Raheem Sterling, we are moving different, mate. Ladies and gentlemen, Matisse is in the chat. And if you don't know who he is, you certainly should, and you certainly will very soon, because this guy is crushing it right now in the Chelsea space. Just the football space in general, really, not just the Chelsea space. I think we need to get one of the domestic cups. Tired of this new Wembley curse. Bro, this is looking like a great window. All in all, if we can offload Disasi, Sterling, Chilwell, and Nkunku, those 4, then we're laughing. Even just from the wage perspective. Like, it's all about the fees, right? We all look again at the fee. But saving those wages too would be massive. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Up the Chelsea. Sterling 30 mil to Saudi. What is the latest on Sterling? Because it's quite funny how we just keep offering him to clubs, but then nothing happens. And then 2 days later, like, I guarantee you, tomorrow we're going to hear AC Milan wants Sterling. We're just going to keep hearing every club in the world is interested in Sterling because Chelsea say so. Sterling's wages are the problem. Yeah. It's not going to be cheap for someone, but I also think Sterling is it's difficult because Chelsea gave him the contract, so is Mudryk terminated? I won't speak my mouth full again. No. That's also a weird one. Like, I would love to know the answer to that. Like, what is happening to Mudryk? Is he getting paid? If all goalkeepers were available, who would I sign? If all goalkeepers in the world were available? I don't know. That's a really hard question. That is a really hard question. If we were like taking off the, oh, he gets paid too much tag, or, oh, his wages are too high tag. Alisson, I don't know. Maybe. Diogo Costa. To be honest, I'm surprised that more clubs aren't going for Edison, even though Trafford apparently isn't going to be the number 1. But he's not the best goalkeeper, Edison. But he is a good goalkeeper. Very good goalkeeper. Trubin, very good keeper. Thinking to keep Ben Chilwell if he accepts to be back up to Kukurea. Nah, it's not going to happen, mate. Anatoly Trubin, good keeper again. Until the next punishment is, like, I don't understand. Like, there's got to be some kind of clarity. I remember in June we got the update regarding Mudryk and the fact that he was going to be banned basically by the Football Association, but I'm still not seeing anything concrete on that. Here's an update from Philip Hines from an hour ago, who's been reporting on the Javi Simons to Chelsea story from Sky Germany. The club-to-club talks between Chelsea and Leipzig are ongoing, while Leipzig are waiting for the first written offer from London. Xavi is ready to make the move to Stamford Bridge. Chelsea are the most concrete suitor in the pursuit of Xavi. In this whole thing, there has basically been no other club so far that have shown the same levels of persistence as Chelsea have. Naval Nation, thank you for the £5 donation. 43 mil, what a sell. Sky Sports in a nutshell, how do they keep buying? Well, if you did reports on our sales, you'd find out, but quick to jump on the spending. Absolutely, mate. Said that all stream. The noise needs to be just as loud for how well we do at selling players. And this isn't just a new thing. This is something that we have been very good at for quite some time as a football club. That was funny. Sterling to the MLS. I mean, makes sense. I just think the drop-off of Sterling was so fast, you know? Like, he's just not that player anymore, is he? I'm eating pancakes. My girlfriend just made me pancakes. And they're unreal. Sterling to Saudi for 40 million. Well, the problem is, right, if Chelsea sell one more player to Saudi Arabia now, there will be a flipping media investigation on us, even though we obviously sell more players to Arsenal for more money. That doesn't fit the narrative, though, remember. The fact that Arsenal have given us more money for player sales than Saudi Arabia does not fit the narrative. So we won't hear that told, but that's the truth. Do I think we should be scared of Arsenal's new team? No. Arsenal are going to be very good. People that are trying to rationalise Viktor Gyökeres not being a good signing are trying to protect themselves from being scared. But I don't see it as we should be scared because he's a good signing. Like, he is a good signing. You don't sign a player that scores more goals than he plays football matches and not expect your team to score more goals. Like, it's foolish to think that Arsenal are going to be worse for signing a goal-scoring striker who scores more than the amount of games he plays. So you're just literally covering your own arse if you say, oh, he's going to fail. Like, I'm sorry, but the likelihood is he's not going to fail. Great if he does fail. Obviously, I want him to fail. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to, praise unnecessarily here. I'm just trying to be realistic. But I think Chelsea are also an incredibly scary prospect now too. So we can say all we like about it being very scary that Arsenal have got this player, that player, but like, flipping heck, man, Chelsea's attack is also sensational looking right now. So it's going to be between the games against the big boys next season, and that is something that Chelsea's growth as a team is going to be measured on how we do at home and away against City, Liverpool, Arsenal next year. And I think we cannot afford to drop any points. And the first 4 games of the season are all winnable. And that's got to be the aim, to get as many points on the board as soon as we can, whilst we can still call it like a little World Cup hangover kind of thing. I just think when you start winning trophies, it just breeds more winning. And Chelsea have lifted 2 in the last 2 months. Would I like to have signed Gyökeres? Of course I would have. But I'm also very happy with Delap and João Pedro. And we've spent, what, less than 100 million on both of those two players? Still have Nicholas Jackson. And if we do sell Nicholas Jackson, it will probably be for around the same price that we bought both of those other two strikers for. Mad. I love how people are trying to rationalise how Chelsea are breaking the rules by selling Felix to Saudi Arabia. Like, literally, have you got nothing better to do with your life than chat bullshit? This is the latest here from Ben Jacobs. Let me just see, my phone's just pinged up. Wow. We'll do this quickly and then we'll move over to Fabrizio. The initial fee for João Félix is 30 million, with add-ons taking the deal over 50 million. Sell on, given Felix's age, also guarantees Chelsea extra future revenue. So the add-ons, financial guaranteed add-ons, and the sell-on clause. That's insane. Absolutely insane business from Chelsea. Fabrizio Romano's given an update here. This is huge on Alexander Isak. Eddie Howe on chances for Isak to join Newcastle squad on tour next week. No chance. So Isak is gone, ladies and gentlemen. It is as good as official as it could possibly be right now. Alexander Isak is leaving Newcastle and he is going to Liverpool. Bayern have signed Diaz. Are we getting a flood of news now because it's 4 p.m? Let's have a little gander, shall we? That was from 2 hours ago. Let me do a little refresh. No update yet. It's not quite. Here we go. But Alexander Isak will not be joining the Newcastle squad on tour in Asia. Mad. Thank you very much, Naval Nation. I dare Sky Sport bring up the sales. By then, we'd be in the times of the Cyberpunk 2077 lazy coverage. They do it on purpose. We ain't stupid. No, to be honest, there's a lot of mainstream. And guys, honestly, if you want to get a better understanding of the political field in football, the geopolitical field too, I guess, please do read the book Sanctioned by Nick Purewall on Chelsea's sale, Roman Abramovich's Chelsea sale. Like, read the whole thing. Don't just read people's opinions of it. Don't listen to my takes. Read it. And you will understand how much bullshit politics were involved in Chelsea having to sell the club. Like, it's actually ridiculous. And the fact that we are world champions off the back of Chelsea winning the Champions League in 2021, if anything, it is just justice. And I won't go into it anymore because it actually pisses me off so badly and a lot. Fabrizio tweeted again. Okay, let me look. I mean, it's the same thing. I'm seeing you all say Fabrizio tweet, but like I've literally just read it out. Okay. Mad. Yeah, guys, honestly, like I don't know if how much laughter you get out of the fake news, but I can't imagine it's worth it, is it? Newcastle are cooked. Man, honestly, it's such a big deal, this, because I said ages ago, and those of you that watch the channel frequently, which I know there's a lot of you that do, I literally said weeks ago to keep an eye on Jackson to Newcastle. Not because I've got any in-the-know information, but because it just makes sense, right? If you spend a lot of time looking through all of this news, if you spent a lot of time looking at all of the flipping stories, Nicholas Jackson to Newcastle makes so much sense. Liverpool have no defence, though. To be honest, that is something that's going to be very interesting about Liverpool next season. I think there's going to be a lot of games that you see Liverpool next year where they might win 5-4, 4-3, 3-2s. I reckon they're going to win a 6-3 game next season. Just throwing out random numbers at this point. But Frimpong is a very aggressive fullback. Milos Kerkesh as well. And I don't think you can underestimate losing Trent might actually hit that squad a lot harder than you think. As good as Frimpong is for a good price. But Eddie Howe says that Isak, there is no chance that he joins Newcastle. So, yeah, how is Arne Slot going to fit these players in? Because Luis Diaz is going. Does that mean Ekatike is going to play off the left? Because surely you can't move Isak over there, which I think he definitely could, but surely he won't do that. The rain outside is so nice right now. Liverpool walk in the league next season. I just don't think they're going to walk it, mate. I don't think they're going to walk it. Don't worry about it, Super J Deck, mate. It's okay. Check Alfredo Padula. I do follow him, actually. All right, so 54% of you are saying that we will get a signing today. 46% of you are saying no. Do I think Rabaj could replace Palmer in the next 3 or 4 years? How on earth do you expect me to answer that question? I don't know, mate. Maybe. Probably not. Guys, hit the like button on the stream if you haven't already done so. This has been a great stream so far. Alfredo Pedula. Let me get his account up. I do follow him already, actually. Javi Simons, one step away from Chelsea. Deal nearing completion. So, like I said to you guys, I think it's going to be a case of, instead of getting all this back and forth bid here, is it accepted, is it not, all that drama, I think it's going to very much be a case that we actually just hear the bid's gone in, it's been accepted, Xavi Simons becoming a Chelsea player. And Jesse Drury for left wing this season now. Will be going in the development squad or on loan. So what are you guys saying is going to be the window? Is it going to be Simons, Hatto, and a goalkeeper? Do we stop there with the attack? What do you guys think? There's also RB Leipzig have posted this. That water looks a bit chilly. Like, is this supposed to be, you know, it says here cold face, you know? Interesting. Love that from Carefree Jam too. He better get used to cold. It's just so good, isn't it? Look at him. Look at this guy, man. Unreal. Unreal. Thank you, Naval Nation, for the donation again. Always sending in super chats, mate. Appreciate it. Newcastle are in a catch-22. They'll have to take him. If they do, they can't afford to battle with semantics on prices. We hold the keys. 80 or rejection. I certainly think there will be a bid that comes in for Nicholas Jackson from Newcastle. I think he is very much the best suited striker to join them, to replace Alexander Isak. But it does look as though it is going to be Alexander Isak to Liverpool this summer, which is a mental deal. Crazy. And that is the latest right now. Javi Simons increasingly close to Chelsea, who have reportedly offered 61 million to secure the Dutchman's services. Deal is close to completion. This is also quoted from Alfredo Pedula's website from CFC News Report. So it does look as though Chelsea are closing in on Javi Simons this summer. 70 mil for Jackson would be sweet. 70, yeah, it's tough, isn't it? Like I'm never going to be fully excited about selling Nicholas Jackson, because I still think there's a player in there, especially going to a Premier League club too, because that's the only team that would be able to afford to pay. And I don't think Jackson would want to go to Saudi. I don't think he's that kind of guy. Not at this stage in his career, when he scored double figures Premier League goals for the first 2 seasons in the league. Maybe we need to be learning some Dutch now. $61 million is a huge fee. I mean, look, we're just about to sell João Félix for 55 million euros. I'm pretty sure we can do an upgrade. We also just won the Club World Cup. We just got 100 million for that. 90 million would be a good deal. If Chelsea got 90 million quid for Nicholas Jackson, I'm sorry, but I'm accepting that too. That's the thing with Nicholas Jackson. Like, yes, there is a lot of elements to his game that are clearly not great or good enough, such as the finishing, decision-making. He is very selfish at times, but they're such minor things that you can't. They're certainly coachable things, right? These are players that are obviously still growing in their careers, still learning their trade, still becoming the finished article. The things that Jackson, I still think he can just do those things. Do you know what I mean? And just become a better player as a result of that. Like the finishing thing, people say he's a bad finisher, but I've also seen some very good finishing from Jackson. So it's just polishing, really. I know a lot of people don't agree with me on that, but... Hello. Oh, I'm full. Thank you, darling. You all right up there? Good. I'm just going to keep streaming, I think. Yeah, Felix being sold. Chelsea are closing in on Simons now. Jackson's maturity, biggest problem. Yeah, but I also feel as though sometimes you need to go through the hard times to become a better player. I know it's a bit cliche. It sounds like I've just read that from a flipping self-help book. But I do think in a footballing sense, if Jackson was to stay at Chelsea, to put it this way, he wouldn't have as many opportunities next season. So it makes the value of what him being on the pitch means to him is higher. And I think we get a better player out of him as a result of that. Why don't I do late live streams anymore? I love them. I might do one today, put it that way. If it's, I can't leave the house by the looks of things. It's constantly raining right now. So I think there might be a second stream later. But we'll see. The day is always better when George uploads or streams. Well, that means you're having some good days every day right now then, because we're uploading every day and we are also streaming every day right now. 500 mil for Palmer, am I accepting it? No. No, I'm not. 750 million, I might open the email before deleting it. There are some players you just don't sell. Cole Palmer and Moises Caicedo, you do not sell them to anyone for any price. Keeping Jackson is leaning towards comfort rather than being ambitious and funding a high-risk, high-reward signing. Okay, well, if you're going to say that, fair enough, fair point. But who is that high-risk, high-reward signing? Give me the name. Because you've also got to equate into these things, if we're being reasonable. We have already got João Pedro and Liam Delap, who are very good players who suit what we're trying to do massively well. So you can throw a big name in there. But is that actually going to be useful? So I rate what you're saying. I get it. But who is the player? Okay, so you want to sign Yildiz or Morgan Rogers to replace him. Fair enough. Fair enough. I obviously want Morgan Rogers at Chelsea too. So let's have a little look at this poll then, because you guys have been voting away. There is 55% of you for 2,300 votes saying that Chelsea will make a signing today. Rogers, oh mate, imagine a window if Morgan Rogers were to come to Chelsea too. Like, I love Morgan Rogers, man. Absolutely love him. Let me just quickly get a drink out the fridge. Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks, G. Got myself a kombucha. Oi. Rogers is overkill. I mean, I do agree with that. But you're not going to see me sitting here saying, oh, we didn't need to buy him. I'm really annoyed now. Morgan Rogers is unbelievable, mate. Thiago Silva's son has signed a contract to Chelsea. Yes, he has. Is that the Peach Paradise GTS? It is indeed, mate. Right here in all its glory. I love this drink, man. Have I heard of the young Brazilian left-back Denner coming next season? We got him for 10 million. Yes, of course. Guys, we're closing in on 1,000 likes. Make sure you do hit the like button on the stream. And I also do want to say that the GBFC10 code, the QR code is on the screen, and there's a link in the description. If you want to buy anything from the Megastore, because I do get a lot of you guys messaging me saying, oh, is it just for the kits? Is it just for this stream? No. If you just click on the link or click on this, then you can get 10% off everything at the Megastore. Latest on... So Fabrizio said that. Let me check. Let me refresh. Did he? No, he didn't say that. Where did he say it? I haven't seen that yet, but... Oh, my word. Guys, W's in the chat right now for Zyro for 185 dirham donation. What a guy, man. Thank you very much. I'm a new sub here and I'm enjoying your content. Keep going. Guys, make sure you subscribe for the best Chelsea content of all time. At least for me. Welcome to Dubai, mate. Bro, I'm going to have to take you for a beer at this rate. I'll be arriving next month. So thank you very much. W's in the chat for Zyro, who has just sent us another, I think, 40 quid or something like that. What a legend. That's huge, mate. Thank you. W's for Zyro. I'm going to make him a moderator, I think. Big up, mate. Thank you. That is very kind. Thank you. I'm hoping we get some Chelsea news soon about some incomings, because as much as I do love, this is great to finally hear Chelsea getting some praise here. Ollie Klink on TalkSport says, you've got to say, as much as they splash the cash, their selling game is also one to admire. And you know things are good at Chelsea Football Club when you've got me with a picture of flipping Todd Bowley and Badad Eghbali on the screen this summer. Alex Goldberg as well with this one, which I quite like, doing our announcement for us, are you? I rate it. Javi Simons and Cole Palmer doing a podcast together in an ice bath. That'd be a great announcement. Big up to Zyro, man. We spent wisely this summer. We absolutely did, mate. We really did. And that's the reason why I've made sure that I've been able to praise the people making these decisions, because I really think we've been smart with the business, because the signings that we have made or that we are making are absolutely players that make us better. Like João Pedro is upgrading our attack. Liam Delap is upgrading our attack. Jorel Hato, who is reportedly going to be one of the world's best defenders. If Chelsea are signing this kid, 19 years old, for less than £40 million, like Esteval Willian, who got 3 Man of the Match awards at the Club World Cup. Mental. Yeah, big up to everybody for the outgoings, to be fair. Please give Ben Chilwell a chance. I just don't think it's going to happen, mate. I think the... Okay, you want me to do the lineup for the opening game of the season? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let me just get the old lineup builder up. So to play against Crystal Palace, okay, let's think about this in our heads, guys. Give me the formation. We're going to build this together. What formation do you think we use against Crystal Palace to start the season? And then we'll keep an eye on the Chelsea news in the meantime. 3-3-2-2, 4-2-3-1, 4-2-3-1. Okay, 4-2-3-1 is very much it, isn't it? So let me get 4-2-3-1 in. Let me just quickly see this. Oh, no, that's not ideal. Then we move that there. Right. 4-2-3-1 formation. So it looks like it's going to be Rob Sanchez in goal to start the season. It will also be Marc Cucurella. At left back, it will probably most definitely be Levi Colwill there. Gonna say it's so difficult, isn't it, really? Let me know, guys. What do you think? 4-2-4 wide formation. I mean, that sounds nice. 4-2-3-1 is okay. Yeah, I think it's definitely a 4-2-3-1. Gusto. Are we going Malo Gusto against Crystal Palace? Who do we start at right back, guys? Let me know in the chat. Reece James at right back or Malo Gusto? Nah, Hato's not starting at right back. Okay, Gusto, James, Gusto. Reece. All right, I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to do a quick poll. We'll go back to this in a second because it's too close right now. Who starts versus Palace? James and Gusto. So let me know. I'm going to just let the votes come in for a minute. 80% people saying Reece James, 76%. I'm just going to let it get to 500 votes. When we get to 500 votes, I will pick. So get voting now. Reece James or Malo Gusto at right back. I think it's going to be Reece by the looks of things. All right, I think it's going to be Reece James. Let's put everything back on here. And then centre back, Chalobah for me. So then this is where it gets a little bit interesting because do we go with Lavia and then play Enzo further forward and maybe Cole Palmer off the right? What do we say? What are we saying? Let me know your thoughts now. We've got the back line. Sanchez, James, Chalobah, Colwill, Cucurella. That is what I think it will be. First game, Stamford Bridge. Definitely has got to be Reece. I agree. I'm going to end the poll quickly too. Reece James did win it by a country mile. So what are we saying? Caicedo and Enzo? Or Lavia and Caicedo? No Lavia, says Brian. Enzo, Caicedo. Enzo and Moy. Okay, fine. Put Caicedo on the right side. Closer to Reece. And Enzo Fernandez here. Okay, we're happy with that so far. Now what? Are we playing Cole Palmer in the 10 or off the right? That's the question. And are we also including Javi Simons here? Okay. Palmer in the middle. Okay. Let me tell you what I think it's going to be against Crystal Palace. I think Jamie Gittins plays against Crystal Palace. I'll tell you why in a second. This is what I think it will be. Oh, no. This is the Chelsea lineup that I think we're going to get against Crystal Palace. I think Gittins starts here. And if you're looking at it, it's Gittins is on the left. I think Gittins against Crystal Palace could massively hurt them purely because Munoz is such an attacking right back. So this is my starting 11 for the opening game of the season. Esteval off the bench. Delap striker. No, I think it's got to be João Pedro to start with, mate. Perfect, personally. And even if, right, even if we do sign Javi Simons, I still think we start Gittins against Crystal Palace. Like, what a team, man. What a team. Three, two, 4, 1 on the ball. Yep, let me move that into how it will be now. This is what I think it's going to be. In possession. Something a bit like that. What are we saying? What are we saying? The bridge will be bouncing, that is for sure. 100%, mate. Like, this is a top team, man. This is a team that can challenge, I'm telling you. And this is the great thing about this lineup, is you're absolutely right. Reece James can also invert the same as Cucurella, so Chelsea can change it up. And this is the great flexibility about the players that we've bought. We can actually change things without even making substitutions. Predictions for top scoring winger this season. My prediction is it's going to be Neto. Thank you, Matt, for the $10 donation. Big up to you. W's in the chat. Gittins hat-trick against the Palace. I think Gittins might score against Palace, you know. Thank you, Gumpisms, for the donation as well. Little train started there. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. W's in the chat for the donations there. Thank you. Will Simons be a backup or a starter? I think he'll be a starter eventually. But this is what I mean. Like, how exciting is it going to be this year building Chelsea lineups? Because there is just so many options that we're going to have at our disposal. And then let's put Jamie Gittins as the man of the match for match day number 1. This is the Palace team, in my opinion. Guys, shout out to all of you in the stream, by the way. We're at 1,700 today. I think this is the most consistently high. We've peaked at, I think, 1,700 every day this week, but we've been at 1,700 for the whole stream. So shout out to all of you. But we're not going anywhere yet. It's raining outside. I've got nothing else to do with my day today. So we are here together. Sanchez cannot be number 1. So let's do this then. Let's see maybe if Robert Sanchez does go. Imagine a world where it is this. Could it be that? What do you guys think to this? Do we like the idea of Donnarumma in goal? Or do we want Maignan? $24-hour stream today. No, not 24 hours, mate. Yep, guys, make sure you hit the like button on the stream. We are almost at 1,000 likes. So shout out to all of you. Mike Maignan. Personally, I think I prefer Maignan as well. I think he just suits what we do better. So let's put him in there, shall we? Oh, where's he gone? There we go. Then we got Magic Mike in goal. Bring it on. Bring it on. Why is Donnarumma for sale? Because he's not signing a new contract and PSG are buying a new goalkeeper. No one knows how good Gittins is. I think Gittins going to be serious, bro. I think he's going to be a really good player. Looking at some of these videos, like he's instead of being on holiday on the beach, he's very much been training. He's been getting up to speed, practicing his shooting on his right foot, left foot, everything. But I think this team can challenge for a Premier League. I mean it. And that is before we start adding in the likes of Javi Simons too. Esteval Willian. I said the other day, and I still stand by this, and I know it would not be a very popular thing to do in Milan, but Maignan has not signed a new deal. So there is 100% still that potential that they lose him on a free if he doesn't sign a new contract. So I see Donnarumma going back to AC Milan, which I know would not be that popular. And then Chelsea getting Mike Maignan. I called this about 4 or 5 days ago. Chelsea back, mate. Chelsea are back. Let's go full screen for a little while. Also want to say a big thank you to channel partner Supreme CBD. Use the code Benson40 for 40% off your CBD orders. And honestly, they have got so many great deals on CBD products, real high quality stuff on the website right now. And with 40% extra discount on top of the discounts, they're basically giving it away. So check out Supreme CBD with the discount code Benson40 for 40% off your order. What about Hato? Well, we'll see if we sign him, mate. We're still waiting. Chelsea Dodgers tweet. Let's have a look. So many dangerous subs with fresh legs. You're right. Chelsea Dodgers. Wow. Okay, this is interesting. João Félix to Benfica was very close, but Cristiano Ronaldo called him and he said yes to Al-Nasar. So agent Cristiano Ronaldo is doing the deed and the business for Chelsea, getting João Félix to Saudi Arabia. Thank you very much, Cristiano, I guess. Wow. Cheers, Ronaldo. Big ups to CR7, mate. Big ups to Ronaldo for helping Chelsea get the deal done. Build Ronaldo a statue at Stamford Bridge. Imagine. Ronaldo just wants the Chelsea move. Mate, that's long gone. Isak only wants Liverpool, yep. Big up CR7. Still nothing at the moment on Javi Simons, but we are keeping an eye on it. Keeping an eye on it. So let's do a poll. Let me do a poll right now with you guys. I want to know where you think we finish next season. Where do Chelsea finish in the Premier League next season? 1, 2, 3, 4. They don't give me any more than 4 options. So I want to know right now, what do you guys think for Chelsea next year? And I'm only giving you top 4 options. I'm not giving any more options than that because I think we're definitely getting top 4. We're 1 like away from 1,000 likes, guys. Smash the like button right now on the stream. Subscribe to GBFC if you are new and haven't already done so. It's been a great stream today. Really good stream. 36% are saying first. 30% are saying second. I want a title race. Me too, mate. Only 4% are saying fourth. We've moved a long way. Chelsea, we've gone far. Winning that Club World Cup is huge for us. Shout out to all of you in the chat. We've hit 1,000 likes. Also gained over 100 subscribers since I started streaming. You guys are mad. Welcome to all of the new subscribers to the channel too. I had nearly 600 new people since yesterday. Less than a day. Mental. Not even an option for outside the top 4. Mate, I'm not going to waste everyone's time. There's no point putting an option for outside of the top 4 because we are getting top 4. I'm telling you now. I'm convinced about it. I'm absolutely bloody convinced. So as of right now, Fabrizio Romano's 2 pinned posts are Chelsea posts. What if Nicholas Jackson leaves? What if he leaves? What if? If Nicholas Jackson leaves, then it means we got a very good price for him, in my opinion. I don't think Chelsea are going to faff around and accept anything low. The confidence is through the roof in the fan base. So here's the thing, right? Last season, when it all went wrong, I wasn't surprised that it went wrong. I think the mentality just before Christmas of, yeah, we're not in a title race. No, we're not expected to do anything. No wonder the team took the foot off the gas. Because we'd not been in that position for quite a long time and these players didn't know what to do with it. Then we made the mistakes. We struggled for a while. And then it very much became, how are we going to salvage this situation? Because the season was looking like it was going into the abyss. And we salvaged the situation fantastically well. And we ended the season so well. In fact, almost like I can't even believe we ended the season that well. Because the fact that we ended it with a trophy, finished top 4, and then won the Club World Cup the way we did, it doesn't get any better than that. It really doesn't. And I think this year we are absolutely not making the same mistakes. I think I think Nicholas Jackson didn't do himself any favours with that additional red card in the Club World Cup. Which goalkeeper other than Mike Maignan? I don't really know who else is going to be available, to be honest. Well, apparently Mike Maignan isn't available either. This is actually a really good tweet from Tom Overend. Pundits when Chelsea mess up in the market, clueless owners, no understanding of football, total disaster. Pundits when Chelsea pull off a good deal, something shady's going on, must be illegal, definitely against the spirit of the game. It's so true. This is literally the response that we get from all mainstream people, which is why here on GBFC, I will keep reminding you that Chelsea might be buying players and spending a lot of money, but we are also doing incredibly well at recouping those funds in the transfer market. So the poll right now, you guys are saying, 42% of you are saying that we are going to win the Premier League, which is mega. Thank you, Barafal Abdi. GBFC, love your content from Canada. Thank you very much, mate. We went to Montreal last year. Don't think we're going to get a chance to go back this year because we only got 4 more days left. just going to quickly go to the bathroom, guys. I'll be right back. All right. Here we go. Now, I know you're lying, too. Toilet FC again. Sorry, I got sweet in my mouth. What are we saying? People are saying Max Dowman. No words for Max Dowman. Athletically already Premier League level at 15 years old, and he's probably only second to Messi for the cleverest players I've ever watched. So Max Dowman, the Arsenal youngster. Everyone's talking about him in this pre-season, and I must admit he does look very good. Up the bloody Chelsea, mate. Well, you guys did ask for a 2-hour stream today, and I think we're gonna get it. Think it will take time for this Liverpool team to gel. No, I absolutely agree. Any news on Hato or Vega? No. The difficult thing with Renato Vega is we were so sure that he was going to go to Atletico Madrid, and in the end, Chelsea got priced out of the move. But right now, it just seems like the ebb and flow of the transfer window is still favouring Chelsea at this point, because we are now going to be getting more money than we anticipated for João Félix, but we're not going to probably get the same amount that we expected for Vega. So swings and roundabouts, as they say. Do I want to give you a tour? Not really. How about Renato deal to Atletico? Atletico Madrid went for Hansko from Feyenoord instead. Just doing a little checkup now and see if there is any updates. CB says Tears he's better than Verts. He does look seriously good, Max Dowman, I'm not going to lie. Just watching a video when João Félix just re-signed. It's kind of sad, really. I'm not going to lie. Dowman got nothing on our Reggie Walsh. What is the status of Quenda for next season? Giovanni Quenda, I'm very excited about him too. I think he's going to have a big, big season. And I think similarly to the excitement we've had in the last 12 months, knowing that Esteval's coming, I think we're going to feel something and see something quite similar with Giovanni Quenda. I think it's going to be the same kind of story. Blue will definitely be the colour. We hope so. We hope so. What other team can get Vega? Well, I think Premier League clubs were interested, but that seems to have quietened down quite a lot now. People are trying to use the fact that the Saudi Public Investment Fund are an investor in Clear Lake Capital as a way to try and dig Chelsea out here. Don't really see how you're going to get anything from it, but... Wow, so apparently, I don't know if this is true, but this is from Sky Caver. It's understood Chelsea are ready to pay 44 million for Yoral Hato, but Ajax are holding out for around 52 million pounds. I'm not sure that's entirely true. Maybe it is. Quenda is crazy good, absolutely. Liverpool also have Saudi investment and suspiciously sold Fabinho and Henderson to Saudi for high fees. Exactly. And that isn't going to keep coming back to bite Liverpool, is it, in the media? I digress. Anyway, guys, I am going to wrap this stream up here, just shy of 2 hours. I will obviously be doing a second video later on this evening. I also would love to put the women's final on, so I'm going to watch that game on the TV because I have not watched this TV in this house that I'm staying in right now. But I do want to say a huge shout out to all of you for subscribing, all of you that have hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button on the stream before you leave. And I might go live again later. If you guys want a late evening stream, Sunday night stream, then I shall deliver it because the weather's pretty bad. But it's been a great stream again. I think we were on pretty much 1,700 viewers the whole time for 2 hours, which is amazing. So shout out to all of you once again for joining. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button before you go. And I will speak to you guys later for the second video of the day. And I will also try and go live before it's too late. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll speak to you in a bit. Thank you.